Morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome back to another motherfucking episode of Legend of Motherfucking Comedy Show. And the internet is going crazy. Guess why they going crazy? Chris Brown private parts been exposed. You telling me that there's millions of women on the internet all across the globe that got so hot all because they seen Chris Brown looking like he was on hard doing the show. Now, men get on hard all the time around the world and around the planet. This ain't nothing new, women. If y'all want to see naked men, just go out in the world and pay attention. The only thing about Chris Brown is y'all just see that he famous and he can take care of you. He can take you out the ghetto and take you somewhere that you ain't never been in your life. That's the only reason why Chris Brown Ding-a-ling went viral. Let's just be honest. Excuse me. Now, Chris Brown is bringing a lot to the table when it comes to his manhood. At least that's what the internet says. Now, they got clips of him being on tour in a recent concert in Toronto, Canada, where he was in the air singing. And they had harnesses hooked up to his waist, which it kind of pulled on his pants because the harness is, on his waist to make sure that he don't fall because, he be doing Michael Jackson shit. Chris Brown might jump out of a helicopter out the sky on your motherfucking ass. It just ain't no telling what he might do. So to make sure he don't hurt himself at no given time, they had him strapped up, which made it look like his dick was on hard. I ain't looking at the video because I'm a man and I like pussy. I'm just looking at the show and having a good topic because I know that's what y'all women out here like. If y'all would admit that y'all like seeing men with their dick hard when y'all out in public, this world would be a better place, women. Because men admit it. When men see women out there walking, we looking at your booty, we looking at your leg, we looking at your thighs, we looking at your face, we looking at your smile, we looking to see if you got 5 or 6 badass kids so we know to stay away. We watching everything. And when y'all out, y'all do the same thing. Y'all just play like y'all don't. Try to play like that we just some of the disgustingest creatures on earth because we look at a woman's physical stature. When y'all do the same thing, we just play it off. It's some women that can look you up and down. You don't even know a nigga. She was in the corner like, God damn, I think it's 6 inches. Ooh, bitch, he'll hit me like this if I bend over from the back. I could just imagine how he would fuck me. We do the same thing that animals do in the jungle. Only difference is we human. We human. I'm just saying. Now, this is the thing, right? Chris, he not embarrassed about this shit, right? He goes right into whatever the people say. Now, just to take a look at his butt and at a meet and greet, right? He charges girls $1,000. $1,000. And they pay that $1,000 just to take their picture with Chris Brown. He's smart. He really slick pimping. He like, look, if you want to stand next to me and get wet tonight, give me $1,000. That's what he basically saying. If you want to stand next to me and be able to get wet tonight, because I know you're going to think about me, because you're going to be like, damn, I took a picture with Chris Brown. You're going to be wet. You're going to be horny. I'm going to turn you on. This $1,000 is well worth it. That's what Chris Brown doing. He taking advantage of people's, eyes. And that's what you're supposed to. He not taking nothing from nobody. But he know women are thrilled. He know what women do when they go home. Men do it and women do it. So men out there in America, don't feel ashamed when you go in the bathroom and play with yourself no more. Women look at us out in public and they go home and do it too. The only difference is they don't get exposed for it. Welcome back to another motherfucking episode of Legend of Comedy Show. We're going to be back in a minute to represent it.
So fly, working her hips, rocking her body. Them other girls lame, she can get naughty. Work, work, work it, girl. Twerk, twerk, twerk it, girl. Stop flirt, flirt, flirting, girl. Why you do it on purpose, girl? Fall up in the club, the paparazzi, ballet, please for the Maserati. VIP is where she be, but you could never take her to the embassy suite. Pop, pop, pop that thing. Drop, drop, drop that thing. Pop, pop, pop that thing. Drop, drop, drop that thing. Pop, 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 pop that thing. Drop, drop, drop. got her own car with a house in the hills. She don't need a man cause she pay her own bills, but she'll get loose if you got that kill. She love a real dude with a nice attitude, who gon' give it to her strong with a long attitude. She love the way I drop that top and spin around the block, she'll drop and pop. I'm all in a dream, she see me every night, especially when her and a man had a...
Welcome back. Now look, as I was saying before we took a quick break, Chris Brown has women going crazy. All because he was hard doing the show and it went viral. Now his next show is going to be in Boston, right? And I already know that it's finna be a sold out show. It's finna sell out every ticket that they can print. Because you know why? You got some women that have seen that video and they're already hot. They have planned to go and watch his thing. I'm just saying, don't get mad at me because I exposed the truth in America, okay? You got some women that seen Chris Brown get hard and they got wet and they going to the show.
I got a bad feeling about this.
They got a good feeling about it because they going to be at this show like, damn, girl, when he going to get hard? Yeah, you going to have some women that go to this show with a vibrator in their purse. I'm telling you. Especially with them new toys they got out here. They got a new vibrator that a person can have a remote control. Yeah, you can give it to your man. He can be standing next to you. And if he hit that button, you going to nut instantly while you standing up. This is the type of stuff they got out here for us to enjoy now. America is at its finest right now. We got all the perks and pleasures that we can ask for. So it's going to be some women going to this show. And if you're a smart man and you don't want to see your woman go out there and cheat, take her to that Chris Brown show and let her know that you're confident, nigga. Let her know that you ain't worried about nobody taking you. Because guess what? At the end of the day, Chris Brown ain't going to take your girl. He might take her for the night now. He might take her back to the hotel and hit her with that thing. But she'll be back home after checkout time. He got too much money to get and too many other women that he going to see at different shows on the road. So he's not going to take her with her. She will come home. So take her to that show. Let her know that you don't give a fuck and you're a confident man. And baby, have fun. Because 9 times out of 10, she ain't going to get to go home with Chris Brown anyway. It's an opportunity. It is an opportunity. If you got a bad, beautiful lady, that he might say, hey, baby, look, take this number and meet me at room such and such after the show. But at least you'll get your woman back. But if you act a fool and act like you scared and forget that you work a regular job, you might just lose your woman, nigga. I'm just saying. But that next show, it's going to be sold out. It's going to be a sold out motherfucking event. Speaking of sold out event, Donald Trump and Joe Biden, they went at it. They went at it at the debate. And it got nasty. It got nasty. Do you know that Biden, he said, I didn't have sex with a porn star. You hear me? He said, I didn't have sex with a porn star. I'm just saying. Everybody know that Trump fucked that porn star. Come on, man. When you an old man and it's a young, beautiful, vibrant lady in your presence, you're going to hit it. You are going to hit it unless you're married with your woman that you really love. Because you're old and you can't get young women on the regular. So this is like a thrill. It's like a child's first birthday cake that's never had cake since they came into the world. Do you know when they take a bite of that cake, they be like, God damn, is this what life is about? They can't talk. But that's what babies be saying when they eat that cake. So that's what Donald Trump felt like when he was in that room with Stormy Daniels. So he never going to admit it because you can't admit that you're not perfect in this world we live in. You got to act like that everything you do is right. You got to please everybody. You got to do the status quo. So he'll never admit on air that he fucked her. But behind closed doors, when that camera's off, he be like, I hit that pussy again. Fuck y'all, America. This is my private life. You can't tell me who I can fuck and who I can't. Just long as I take care of this country. See, that's wrong. What's wrong with us out here in the world? We worrying about the wrong thing. We worry about what people do with their own lives personally instead of worrying about what the fuck we doing with our lives. If you would focus on your life and stop watching and judging and talking about people that you see, watch how far you would go. You would probably get out the hole. You would probably get off the side of the road. You would probably get a better job if you get that hate out your heart. I'm just saying, I'm trying to wake you up. Negativity will take you nowhere on this planet. Now, back to the debate with Stormy Daniels that Biden threw at Trump. Now, this is Trump versus Biden 2.0. You hear me? Now, Biden started out saying the only person on this stage that is a convicted felon is the man I'm looking at right now. He was talking about Trump. Now, we all know it don't matter about Trump being found guilty. He has white privilege on his side. If a black man was found guilty of catching charges, he wouldn't be able to win shit. But we see in this country we live in that Donald Trump has been found guilty and he's still going to be able to win the president. Now, this is the thing. Don't get it twisted. I don't vote, but I fuck with Trump because Trump don't sugarcoat it and he don't lie. He say how he really feel. I can respect somebody that say how they feel, whether I like what they say. The fact of the matter that they man enough to say what they stand on, even if you don't give a fuck, even if it's foul, I respect that. I don't have respect for Biden. I don't. Biden plays the innocent role, and then he really say shit when them cameras is out. Do it like Trump. Trump gonna say the same thing when the tape is rolling as when the tape is not rolling. He don't give a fuck. That's why he gonna win this election. It ain't because I'm going to go to the voting booth. It's because in America, people want to say what Trump says, but they can't say it. They might lose their job. They might lose their career. They might lose the next big contract, so they can't get out there and say that. Donald Trump is the spokesman for the average white man that wants to say shit he can't say. So you think they're not going to go to that voting booth and get behind him? You got to be fucking crazy. You got to be crazy. Now, in the middle of that, Trump hit him with a low blow. Trump hit Biden with a low blow. Now, you know they've been playing all them clips and commercials throughout the months showing that you can hear Biden, and it clearly shows that Biden is not himself. His speech impediment is ridiculous. First, I thought it was AI and they was editing the shit making Biden look bad until we found out it's really true. Because during this debate, he was kind of forgetting what was going on and where he was at. And Trump did not let it go. Soon as Trump seen the door open, soon as Trump seen Biden defense was down, he threw a punch. He threw a hook. Take that, motherfucker. And he said, look, we all clearly see that Biden can barely hold it together. Yeah. He don't even know what he just said just now. That's what Trump said in the middle of the debate. He fucked them folks up. And I know that, the people behind Biden, his associates, his aides, they want to come to his rescue so bad. But one thing about live TV, can't nobody save you. See, pre-recorded stuff that you watch, shows you watch is pre-recorded. You can go back and edit the fuck up. You can go back and take out something somebody said that would offend somebody. When it's live, you gotta be perfect. If you fuck up, you didn't fuck up. We're going to break, and we'll be back in a minute. Do something with yourself. Do something with your life. It's a beautiful Friday. It's going to be a beautiful weekend. It's going to be a lot of things going on. Keep your gun. Stay protected. Keep your bottle of water. Don't fall out. Be back in a minute, though.
It's all in her hips, in the way she move, all in her soul, in the way she grew. She all on her toes with a face full of dudes, with a teacher uniform like she just left school. Mommy so fine, make you wine and dine. Get out on the grind, make you hustle and shine. See, I'm the type of dude that like to cop them things, and she the type of girl that like to pop that thing. So gon' drop that thing, pop that thing, and don't you never stop that thing until you end up on top of the game. Pop that thing, drop that thing, pop that thing, drop that thing, pop that thing, drop that thing, rock your hips now take a dip, pop that thing, drop that thing, pop that thing, drop that thing, pop that thing, drop that thing, rock your hips now take a dip.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We back in the motherfucking building. Legend of Comic Show. Next topic. We talking about Jeffrey Dahmer. Now, how is it possible that you ain't even alive and you still in the news? You know how that's possible? Because Ariana Grande recently said that she was interested in having a sit down with the late serial killer Jeffrey Dahmer. Now, the family of one of Jeffrey Dahmer victims is speaking out, slamming Ariana Grande for saying that. Why do people get mad at you about something that's already happened that you have no control out of? I'm just saying.
Wait a minute.
Wait a fucking minute. I'm just talking about somebody that committed a crime. I didn't commit the crime. I didn't want the crime to be committed. I have no control over the crime they committed. Me just as a reporter and a blogger and a podcaster, I would have just loved to interview this serial killer. CNN and 60 Minutes have been interviewing people that's crazy for years. Nobody has a problem. 60 Minutes and CNN has been interviewing killers, crazy motherfuckers, since the beginning of news shows. And nobody says nothing. But with the internet being said, and people starting and building their own brand and their own shows, and they talking about the same things that the big news stations talk about, now it's a problem. Boy, I tell you, people on the internet you cannot pay attention to. Because there's more people on the internet that ain't doing shit with their life than it is people on the internet that's doing something. You got people sitting back just commenting on everything they see online, trying to get some recognition by doing a stupid comment or just saying some crazy shit. Now, don't get me wrong. Victims of Jeffrey Dahmer, I understand. Yeah, they sad, they hurt that their family member was killed. But this shit was over 20 years ago, the last time Jeffrey Dahmer killed somebody. And you can't blame nobody else for what somebody else did. That's just like me saying, hey, you the son of a man that killed 30 people, and because your dad killed 30 people, I can't fuck with you. That ain't got nothing to do with you. People are fucked up. Now, this the thing. The pop star got some backlash over this shit, right? Now, she recounted saying Dahmer, who killed and dismembered 17 men over 13 years, would be her dream dinner kiss. That's a lot of motherfuckers. 17 men over 13 years, and he would torture these men. Yeah, he didn't like women. He liked the number of men. He would rape these men. Man, Jeffrey Dahmer was a wild individual. It's strange. Like, you could never understand somebody like that, because their mental capacity is on another level. They fucked up. So unless you fucked up, you can't understand nobody that's fucked up. Now, it didn't sit well with the loved ones of Tony Hughes, a deaf, non-verbal victim that Dahmer targeted and killed in 1991. Now, that means that when Dahmer seen him, he realized that he couldn't hear. Oh, yeah, that's fucked up. To know that your family member got killed and they couldn't even hear, you know that they couldn't even hear the killer coming, that's some hurtful shit. So I understand them being sad, but you cannot blame nobody else that just wants to talk about it. If you're going to say something about that, you need to call 60 Minutes and CNN, because they've done plenty interviews about Jeffrey Dahmer throughout the years. Anybody can Google that if y'all think I'm bullshit. This is facts. He got plenty of interviews and people talking about him throughout the years. Now, Shirley, which is, the deaf guy that got killed by Target mother, she told TMZ that she hopes Ariana understood how hurtful her comments are, knowing that the confession made her emotional. She was also disturbed when Ariana laughed during the podcast about her Dahmer fascination. Look, again, what did she don't have to cry? Because I'm talking about a killer, I'm supposed to start crying. I'm not the killer. Just like I was telling somebody the other day, we was talking about abortions, right? And I'm not for abortions because I believe you shouldn't take a life. But I can be honest, I have had a few abortions throughout my life, some years ago. I'm not perfect. But the point I'm making is, I didn't walk in the hospital and do it when it was all said and done. Yes, I agree with the woman I was with, and we made an agreement that that's what we was going to do because I wasn't ready to have a child. I didn't want to kill the baby, so don't act like I'm the worst person in the world. It was just a time in my life where I wasn't ready, and that was the thing, we chose to do. With that being said, when I made that statement, they looked at me like I was a killer. Like I was a evil person because I had an abortion. At the end of the day, I didn't walk into that hospital and do it. The woman could have told me no. So, with that being said is, don't get mad at something that somebody else can't control. Yeah, don't get me wrong. I told her I wasn't ready for a child, but I couldn't make her have that abortion. I couldn't put no gun to her head. And I couldn't walk in the hospital and tell everybody in the hospital, freeze. Get down, motherfuckers. Get down, motherfuckers. Don't nobody do this abortion. I wouldn't be doing the show right now if I would have did that. Right now, I would be locked up. So I'm just saying, you can't blame people for what other people do. Now, she wants the singer and the public to know that her and other victim families experience pain every time that Dahmer's name is brought up. Stop watching TV. If you're experiencing pain every time a killer that killed somebody in your family name is brought up, that is known all over the world for decades for being a killer, you just need to stop watching TV and get off the internet. That's just something you can't control. So it don't make no sense. You just reaching out, just trying to find a way to say something and do something. I'm just saying, the lady of Tony Hughes, rest in peace, the guy that Dahmer killed. This is a family member of him. She said that she feel like the singer is sick in the mind, just even speaking on it and saying that it ain't funny to say you wanted to have dinner with him. It's not something you should say to young people. Again, you got a right to do whatever you want to do. If you have a show, if you have a news broadcast, you have a right to report and speak on whatever you want to speak on, as long as you don't be disrespectful and be hateful and bully nobody. And just saying that you would love to pick a mind of somebody that was sick just to know their thoughts, what went through their head when they wanted to do this, maybe you can help and save and prevent the next person that's in their head trying to do this. Just off of you knowing the characteristics. You just tuned into another motherfucking episode of Legend and Comic Show. And we talked about a singer, on a podcast, just talking about she would love to have picked the brain of the serial killer, one of the most dangerous men ever to walk the planet, Jeffrey Dahmer, and she got brutalized and scrutinized like she was the worst person in the world. We talked about Joe Biden and Donald Trump. Yeah, how Trump took the gloves off and talked about how Biden can hardly finish the sentence. And then Biden talked about how Donald Trump be fucking these hoes and paying for this pussy. I mean, we talked about it all today. Until the next time, until the next episode, do something with yourself. Do something with your life. You just might be somebody one day, Niku.